Alright, so when Sanchez finds out about Bond's betrayal, he sends him on that conveyor belt and leaves him to die. And then um, that's when Dario's there trying to help get Bond killed. Pam shows up, shoots Dario, and instead Dario falls down the little shredder, kind of like that, which is horrifying and accurate. I don't know what it is, but it seems like every Bond film has one death that's like obscenely gruesome beyond all reason. Like inside Her Majesty during one of the skiing parts, there's just this dude who ends up in some sort of fucking grinder thing, and like blood and guts just start shooting everywhere, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Which, that's another thing actually I wanted to talk further about, the death of Bond Tracy. Is I'd like to point out, this was, 1969, things are different, but that film was rated PG, and it showed a blood stain, on her forehead, and, running down her nose, as for this game is rated teen, and doesn't have any blood, which I think is kind of stupid, because I feel like without the bullet hole in her head and the blood dripping down her nose, you kind of lose the impact on it. I mean, in general, they took away a lot of the impact on it, because that's like the most emotional Bond's ever been, and the one time he fucking goes for it and it ends up getting her killed before they even go home. So yeah, and during that little moment, 3 boys 3 girls, that's direct quote, all the time in the world, direct quote. I mean, they got some things right. It's just the things they got wrong just, like, blow my fucking mind. Alright, I'm gonna move back real quick before I get killed. I do like revolvers. Revolvers are the best fucking things ever, so being able to have this is actually super good for me, and it makes me happy.
We have to get to the helicopter.
Yeah, we sure do. Which, I mean, it's not as nearly as dramatized, but it doesn't matter, it's fine.
James, come on.
I don't know why I didn't shoot when I told him to shoot. I'm glad to see she's contributing, We have to get to the helicopter. Yeah, shut up. You know what I have to do? Not get killed. Some things are more important than getting to the helicopter, like getting there alive. Alright, I rest my case. Alright, thankfully this was a checkpoint. I don't know why it doesn't shoot when I'm like, it's gotta load the ability to shoot for some fucking reason, which is irritating the hell out of me. Like, I tried shooting, but it didn't shoot, and I hit the button at least 3 times. I do want to address, just because it's, holy shit, relevant enough, that M, Tanner, and Moneypenny are all portrayed by their real-life counterparts, which I think is kind of funny considering, Bond isn't. Oh, that's you I'm shooting at. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Hurry up! Quick, 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 quick! There's a fool. Hey, get rid of him. Get rid of him, I said. You're out of here. You're out of here. You're out of here. I figured it was kind of important to try and get the camera a little bit of time. Since we've been using... Oh, that man bounced on his head. It is a good shotgun, mostly just because it reloads much better. Still, everything these fools say is fucking ridiculous and annoying, and I hate it. Cover fire, recovering fire, defensive position, reloading. Like, can we just get rid of all that dialogue? Because you know what wasn't ever... Oh. Said inside any of the EA games, point blank. It might have been said in a couple. I might not remember, but I definitely don't remember inside of World's Not Enough, or Nightfire, Rogue Agent, anything like that. Reload this. I also like the animation for that. I think that's kind of cool. One of the few cases of a unique animation. Sorry, wrong way. think I mentioned that. Yeah, I'm just like going over the film again in my head, trying to make. You can't leave without Pam. Let's go, honey. Oh, wait, don't do that. Maybe we should do that. Wow, look at that flip. Thing I want to say. Oh yeah, during that little explosion cutscene, I don't know what it is, but this game seems to reuse some sound effects from Rogue Agent, and they really stand out to me, like the little techno sounding shit. I don't know how to describe it, but I definitely hear some Rogue Agent in a lot of this game with some of the sound effects that they recycle. And I say that because I think it's funny to associate it with something like that, because it's like probably in Lord knows how many other games, but this is the one I associate it with. Oh hey, how's it going? You stuck in a wall? I'm leaving. Just that little orb of death. Like, I've had a lot of bad experiences. Can I blow this up? The answer's yes. I don't know if it killed anyone, but I hope so. Hi. Ow. Hey! That was beautiful. Kind of like the physics didn't know what to do with him. I think that's just the fire getting me. Yeah, grenade. Water's not wet. It's not a discussion we're having. Is water wet? Is fire on fire? I get the feeling this is not where I'm supposed to be, but I was there. There it is. I don't know where she is, but she's supposed to be with me. I was kind of hoping something was going to fall over for a second. I was excited. Excuse me! Only getting shot with a big old shooty gun. Don't just stand there like it didn't even affect you. Shouldn't take that many shots. Alright, well that man had himself a flip. Also, I do think it's kind of funny, like, oh yeah, here it is. Watching back, you know, films from the 60s, and then you jump to 1989, how different the quality of the films are. Not in the sense of better or worse, just noticeable production differences. I don't really think I like the models in this game. Like, I don't know, something about it just has that awkward, I can't see. That awkward not HD thing. Like it is HD, but it's Mortal Kombat 9, which makes sense considering they were made about the same time. That was basically what I was trying to get at. I got them both with one. Yeah, okay, so like once you even get up here, it just assumes you know what the fuck to do. Never mind the fact there was men shooting at you. It gives you this rifle with a thermal scope. I don't like it. I'd just rather do this. I don't really think she even has a health bar or anything. Like, they make it sound like it's a big deal, but like, I was wandering around like a confused jackass for like minutes before I eventually figured out what it wanted from me. So like, ignore her. You're probably fine. You're probably fine.
I can't hold on much longer. I can't hold on much longer. James, the helicopter is getting damaged.
Okay, she's moving now. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but like the game actually stopped working. Like it's soft lock in the sense of progress wasn't being made and she wasn't moving, but like I could still move around and shit. Hold on, hit that little barrel there. So I don't know what happened, but it's the first time it's ever happened to me. Thankfully, they give you a retry from last checkpoint feature, which thankfully was just right here. But yeah, no, I just find this a lot easier to do than using the thermal scope. So fuck what they say. The worst of it is just her dialogue.
I can't hold on much longer.
That. Just don't want to hear that. How much faster it went though. Stop. I'm just waiting.
I can't take off until you open the hangar doors.
Well, I've been trying to. The game wouldn't let me. Alright, so the next mission is like 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. So we're gonna do whatever editing need to basically mush these two together because I'm not gonna release a 5-minute episode. Point blank.
James, I'll have to drop you here and keep my distance. It looks like Sanchez has heavily armed resistance with him. Good luck. James, they have RPGs. Be careful.
I was gonna say that I think it goes against what I just said a second ago about like this one being 5 minutes, but like I just checked the recording and it says, yeah, you've been recording for an hour. I'm like, why does this game have an obsession with like 36, 37 minutes? Like, I don't know what's going on. Everything Pam says is dumb and useless. Don't pay attention to her. She's just saying, grass is green, the sky is blue. Like, we know. You're getting closer. Yes, that's what happens when you drive a car. Like, literally nothing of use. This, unfortunately, is painfully boring and just you driving. I don't even know if you've got a health bar. Nothing happens. Like, if there was no real car thingy for James to use in this film, so they had what they had, but like, it's just, I'm not immersed in having fun or interested. It's just like, yep, we're doing a thing. Even in Nightfire, when you were using enemy vehicles, they still had guns and rockets attached to them. Just saying. So, yeah, after they leave, Sanchez drives off with a few tankers, and then they go after him, and basically the rest of the film is like a driving chase scene with a few little bit of action scenes here and there. And yeah, like, they could have.
That's it, James. You got it.
This is the end of the level. They could have. Oh yeah, James walks himself for whatever fucking reason. Don't know why, but he does. Shoot the bangy cars. You've got gun ammo, and you can't do anything else. There you go. Even if you don't, yeah. Look, he's walking on his own. I'm not telling him to do it.
When I'm through with you, I'm going to find your friend Pam. Fight, you pig! Come on!
Alright, so oh my gosh, Sanchez is not driving the car at all. Someone else is, and then he gets out of the car and then tries to go fight Bond, so they fight on top of it and stuff like that, and they go after each other. They could have utilized that a little bit more, but they kind of didn't.
All this for an American?
No. All this for my friend.
Okay, see, it's over already. So, the death is accurate enough. What happens is they don't really fight. Once they get down there and he holds it to him, he's like, "I'm going to kill you." And Bond's like, "Don't you want to know why I betrayed you?" So he holds out the lighter that Felix gave him. Sanchez sees it and is like, "Oh shit!" And then Sanchez is covered in gasoline and cocaine and shit. So once James lights the lighter, he just bursts into flames. And then he stumbles into the tanker and explodes. So it's close enough, but yeah, that's about it. I also want to say that once I get to these screens and the film is over, what I'm doing is I'm hitting like return to menu, and I mention that because you remember how during Goldfinger it gave like the watery effect of like previewing what happens next. When I hit B on this, it's not going to show that the next time I start the game. I haven't been avoiding showing them, they just haven't shown up because this game's designed kind of stupidly. And it's funny that I mention that because that means I could have potentially missed out on the ending to Her Majesty's Secret Service had we not done things the way I had done things. But yeah, for whatever reason, they just have it weird and I don't get it. But that's it for License to Kill. They took a dump on everything that was License to Kill.